The North Sea is a sea of the Atlantic Ocean located between Great Britain, long and 580 kilometers wide, with an area of 570,000 square kilometers. The North Sea has long been the site of important European shipping lanes as well as a major fishery. The coast is a popular destination for recreation and tourism in bordering countries. And more recently, the sea has developed into a rich source of energy resources, including fossil fuels, wind, and early efforts in wave power. Historically, the North Sea has featured prominently in geopolitical and military affairs, particularly in Northern Europe. It was also important globally through the power Northern Europeans projected worldwide during much of the Middle Ages and into the modern era. The North Sea was the center of the Vikings' rise. Subsequently, the Hanseatic League, the Dutch Republic, and the British each sought to gain command of the North Sea and thus access to the world's markets and resources. As Germany's only outlet to the ocean, the North Sea continued to be strategically important through both world wars. The coast of the North Sea presents a diversity of geological and geographical features. In the north, deep fjords and sheer cliffs mark the Norwegian and Scottish coastlines, whereas in the south, the coast consists primarily of sandy beaches and wide mud flats. Due to the dense population, heavy industrialization, and intense use of the sea and area surrounding it, there have been various environmental issues affecting the sea's ecosystems. Adverse environmental issues commonly including overfishing, industrial and agricultural runoff, dredging, and dumping, among others, have led to a number of efforts to prevent degradation of the sea while still making use of its economic potential. The North Sea is bounded by the Orkney Islands and east coast of Great Britain to the west and the northern and central European mainland to the east and south, including Norway, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. In the southwest, beyond the Straits of Dover, the North Sea becomes the English Channel connecting to the Atlantic Ocean. In the east, it connects to the Baltic Sea via the Skagerrak and Kattegat, narrow straits that separate Denmark from Norway and Sweden respectively. In the north it is bordered by the Shetland Islands, and connects with the Norwegian Sea, which is a marginal sea in the Arctic Ocean. The North Sea is more than 970 kilometers and a volume of 54,000 cubic kilometers. Around the edges of the North Sea are sizable islands and archipelagos, including Shetland, Orkney, and the Frisian Islands. The North Sea receives freshwater from a number of European continental watersheds, as well as the British Isles. A large part of the European drainage basin empties into the North Sea, including water from the Baltic Sea. The largest and most important rivers flowing into the North Sea are the Elbe and the Rhine. Meuse. Around 185 million people live in the catchment area of the rivers discharging into the North Sea, encompassing some highly industrialized areas. For the most part, the sea lies on the European continental shelf with a mean depth of 90 meters. The Dogger Bank, a vast moraine, or accumulation of unconsolidated glacial debris, rises to a mere 15 to 30 meters east of Dundee, Scotland. The feature is a series of asymmetrical trenches between 20 and 30 kilometers deep. Other areas which are less deep are Cleaver Bank, Fisher Bank and Noordhinder Bank. The International Hydrographic Organization defines the limits of the North Sea as follows. On the southwest, a line joining the Walder Lighthouse and Leathercoat Point. On the northwest from Denay Head on to Breckness on mainland in Westray through Westray to Bow Head, across to Mull Head. On the north, from the North Point and across to Spooness, all these being included in the North Sea area. Thence up the meridian of 0 degrees 53, west to the parallel of 61 degrees 0, north and eastward along this parallel to the coast of Norway. The whole of Viking Bank being thus included in the North Sea. On the east, the western limit of the Skagerrak. The average temperature is 17 degrees Celsius and in July between 13 to 18 degrees Celsius. The winter months see frequent gales and storms. The salinity averages between 34 and 35 grams per liter of water. The salinity has the highest variability where there is fresh water inflow, such as at the Rhine and Elbe estuaries. The Baltic Sea exit and along the coast of Norway. The main pattern to the flow of water in the North Sea is an anti-clockwise rotation along the edges. The North Sea is an arm of the Atlantic Ocean receiving the majority of ocean current from the northwest opening, and a lesser portion of warm current from the smaller opening at the English Channel. These tidal currents leave along the Norwegian coast surface and deep water currents may move in different directions. Low salinity surface coastal waters move offshore, and deeper, denser Higg